For our research project, we decided to conduct our interviews at the student hotel located in Amsterdam West. It is part of an international branch which owns 12 hotels all over Europe. Most of its hotels are located in the Netherlands. With its 707 rooms, the Student Hotel Amsterdam West is the biggest one in the entire Benelux. It has many facilities which can accommodate a varying crowd. The hotel is equipped with its own gym, restaurant, bar, basketball court, barber, laundry room, and its common room equipped with pool, ping pong, and foosball tables. The Student Hotel is a thriving organization which aims to provide as much comfort in the best connection possible. The Student Hotel emphasizes its core values which all relate to diversity and connectivity. They strive to become the world's biggest complete connected community, as they call it. Due to the fact that the Student Hotel has so many different activities going on, we took the chance to interview people with very different positions, as you'll see later on. We were able to have great accessibility because our group member, Sorav, is actually a guest at this hotel and was able to provide us with great intel.
The research question we found adequate for a project is, what factors account for the motivation of employees at the Student Hotel West? Our research was composed of 4 interviews, which all include questions mainly targeted at the core motivational concepts. This allowed us to receive the information needed to cover different aspects of the true motivational factors, which would keep employees focused at the student hotel. We interviewed a total of 4 employees, which all held different positions at the organization, ranging from people having a lot of customer interaction, such as being a bartender and being a receptionist, to people working more behind the scenes, like the operation assistant and the junior manager intern. During the interviews, we noticed that the employees which experience customer interaction actually derived most of their motivation from customer satisfaction. We also purposefully interviewed people which have been working at the firm for different amount of times. For example, the intern had only been employed for 2 weeks prior, while the operation assistant had been employed for over 2 years. This way, we expected to receive varying answers. After the interviews, we started coding. The main building block of the coding process is open coding. Open coding has been defined as a process of breaking down, examining, comparing, conceptualizing, and finally categorizing the data. Here's an example from a transcript. Our codes are highlighted. Firstly, the interviewee mentions that the main reason he applied for this job is the work environment. So we coded that as a positive work environment, which was definitely a reoccurring theme during all our interviews. Then we did the same for interaction with young people, diversity, and money as a motivator. When we finished with the open coding, we ended up with 30 open codes.
The next step in the coding process is actual coding. This set of procedures whereby data are put back together in new ways by linking categories. As you can see here with another example of our codes, we were able to relate this group of open codes. Like unmotivated though dubious managerial actions and positive relationship with the manager as a motivator are both related to our actual code of the relationship with boss affecting motivation. You continue this process until all your open codes are part of a group which is defined by its actual code. The next procedure in the coding process is selective coding. This is when you connect data to discover new patterns, which in turn relates back to your initial research question. The selective code can also be defined as the outcome of the research on which the conclusion is based on. Here is our graphic scheme we put together after the entire process had been finalized. You can see that all the open codes relate to an actual code, which in turn all relate to one selective code. We found the selective coding process to be the most difficult because it's hard to find one code which can summarize the entire research adequately. Nevertheless, we came up with: the employees derive the most motivation from monetary gains, which are pinned to targets set by the company. The conclusion we derived from this coding process is that the motivators for the employees at the Student Hotel West are mainly monetary, but also their relationship with their boss, work environment, interaction with customers, and self-improvement all play a major role. Looking back at our research question, we found that this conclusion was indeed an adequate answer to the question which we did not have to modify at any point.